ladies and gentlemen, I am back with a Starfield glitch that pretty much everybody should know about, but I'm just posting this to let my friends know that don't know about it. Big shout out to Kibbles Gaming, pretty popular on YouTube, for posting this video, which is where I originally seen it from. Seen this from his video. Now, to do this, you are going to need some amount of money and at least 2 ships. I'm going to start off by saying that if you don't have 2 ships, you're not going to be able to do this. So, I mean, you can get 2 ships pretty easy. Steal one, you know what I'm saying, pirate it from somebody, however you got to do it. Get 2 ships. Now, where I am is at Hope Tech. And then if you're not aware of where Hope Tech is, back out here. It's in the Valo system right below Narion. Whenever you go to Valo, you go to Palvo. And then from there, you go to Hope Tech. Alright, so whenever you're here, you can also talk to the ship services technician to do the first part of this. So I'll talk to him real quick to show you guys before I go super in depth with this. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if my vendors are reset yet. It's so just from seeing this, they're not reset. I know for a fact that they're not. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to Venus. I'm gonna wait 6 hours to reset my vendors for this particular vendor. Damn it, do I even have a bed on this ship? These are the things that I should have taken care of. Get used to using my paddles again. Been playing Payday, not been using my paddles. Okay, that was confusing at first. Trying to press A to fucking jump. Like it's Payday.
Last night was enlightening.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to Hopetown here real quick. So I'm gonna sell the part of the ship that you're going to sell after you make it first, just so I can show you what you need to start off with and how you need to build the ship.
Smugglers always like to use Hope Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports.
Oh wait, son of a bitch. So my people in here are glitched out. Like there's just 2 people that always shoot me whenever I walk in here. It's kind of weird. I've already murdered Ron Hope, so that is probably why.
Why do they even try?
You know, I talked to this lady.
We got what you need.
Naya Raymond. She's usually behind that counter whenever she's not running for her life.
I have hours of invoice. Let me show you our
No,
inventory.
wrong one. Don't look at the ships she's selling. This is me being...
Can I help you?
I'd like to
Certainly.
view and modify ships. So... this is what your final product is gonna look like, but... I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna press left bumper. I'm gonna mark it all. And then I'm gonna... oop, wrong one. I'm gonna unmark the parts of the ship that I don't want to sell because I want to keep the body of this. And then I'm going to delete all what's marked red. So there's my... that's the money right there. That's the money. Okay, so to start out, like I said, you're going to need 2 ships, and you're going to need at least some amount of money. And here is why. So, I'm going to go into the shipbuilder, I'm going to show you what I have. We've got a reactor, a hab, a docker on top, cockpit, grav drive, the engine on the side, fuel tank, 2 landers, and a landing pad. Or landing bay, sorry, these are the landing gears. Now what I'm going to be doing is, essentially I'm just going to build a bunch of helium tanks. You don't have to use this exact one, and you don't have to use as many as I'm using either. So for example, if you don't have the money to just build, you know, 30 fucking fuel tanks onto a ship, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If you only have enough money to place at least a couple of extra fuel tanks, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Just place 2 or 3 fucking fuel tanks. Anything to up the value of the ship itself. And that'll be good. Because then eventually you'll get enough money to where you can put this many fuel tanks on it and then sell all these fuel tanks at one time. So what you're gonna do is, I'll show you on this ship since it's already all here. I'm gonna go into the shipbuilder. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna place as many helium tanks as you can, as many fuel tanks as you can, and add whatever engine you can. And then you'll probably need some landing gears on the back too. I place mine underneath like this. Some landing gears on back just to support the weight. Now I placed this fuel tank here like this so I could attach the landing gears on the bottom like such. So you're gonna build as far back as you can and as far out to the sides as you can. You're gonna want to try to reach that max. You want to try to get it to where that max length and width prompt pops up. It'll be an error code in your flight check messages. It'll say your ship has reached the max, you know, whatever. And then you'll just take it down one. So for example, if I duplicate this and I attach it here, I'm gonna get that error. See, it says error. It says ship exceeds max length, width, or height. So delete this, obviously. You're going to want to build out and as far back as you can. And then you're going to want to build towards the front of the ship, but not connect it to any of these main pieces. That's why I have, if you see this, the next fuel tank is built one level up. It's attached to the top part of this fuel tank. And that's so none of the fuel tanks coming around actually connect to any of it. I think the bottom part might connect to the top part of this grav drive, or the reactor, and that's fine. But it doesn't connect to any of this shit, and then that's just to keep it simple for whenever you select it all. You can just deselect these real quick, I guess. Makes it a lot easier, a lot simpler. Now, I just noticed this. If I wanted to, I could duplicate this and fill this spot in. But it's fine, you don't have to. So, I've got one ship. You're gonna want to make 2 ships exactly the same. one with all the fuel tanks, one without, right? Now what you're gonna do whenever you have the one with all the fuel tanks is you're gonna hit right bumper and X to go into the shipbuilder, but you're gonna hit them at the same time and hold them. So I'm gonna hold RB and X at the same time, and I'm gonna release them at the same time. Now if I did that right, and if I did the timing right, all I have to do is just move one fuel tank up, right? That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna exit. And if I did the timing right, it will copy the ship, and it did. See? Because now ship 7 out of 7 is the same as 6 out of 7, and I didn't have to buy anything. That's the glitch. That's the glitch right there. There's also one more glitch that you can do with this. I'll go into the shipbuilder and I will show you. So if you see this engine right here requires Starship Design Ring 3. I don't have that. What I did was I pressed A, you know what I'm saying, on a blank spot, I pressed A. And I went over to engines, down to the bottom, to the last engine that I have unlocked. Now that engine that I have placed on here is, I believe, I'm not sure if they have this here, that engine. Yes, they do. It's this engine, the SAL 6220 engine. So that's not that far down. Whoops. Did that wrong. So what you're going to do is kind of press A to add close enough to the ship to where whenever you see the part spawn in, it's red, right? And you're going to press accept. Now I can hit down on the D-pad. I'm eventually going to see that engine. Notice how on the left side of my screen the name's not changing and none of that shit's changing is because it's glitched out. See, and here's that engine. Press A and now see, it's that engine, the SAL 6220 engine, the one that I had locked. I can now place it and attach it to my ship. You'll still have to buy it, but you're able to buy and place ship parts that you don't have unlocked. I'm going to delete that. Now from here, since I have copied the ship, all I have to do is go back to Venus, sleep, come back, talk to her, and sell all the fuel tanks that are attached to my ship. So let's say I went to Venus, I slept for 6 hours on Venus, I come back, I go to I like to view and modify my ships. Then I'm going to go to ship number 7, go into the shipbuilder, I'm going to select everything. And then I'm going to deselect the core parts of this ship that I want to keep. Because all I want to copy over to this ship is the fuel tanks. And then from here, you'd hover over this, the highlighted parts, and press X to delete, and you will sell all the fuel tanks. And with as many fuel tanks as I have, I'll get about 100,000 for each time I do this. And I can just keep doing it and resetting her and getting the money for it. So I'll go to Venus and I'll show you guys one more time how to do this. I should have just fucking went to the map, but I didn't. Act like I have to actually go to my ship. So I'm gonna go to Venus. And then I'm gonna sleep for 6 hours. And 6 hours is all you need to sleep if all you have is one outpost. Otherwise, I believe it's 10.
Last
Can I
night.
help?
Gonna go back to Hope Town. Paulville. Hope Town? What is the fucking rotating axis of this planet? Because I swear to God, Hope Town was like at the top the last time I traveled here. Now it's at the bottom. This planetary rotation must be weird. Alright, so I'm here. I'm gonna go to Hope Tech.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Okay. Hello.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
These people are gonna be
Found
shooting at me again because they're fucking glitched out, I guess. Glitched out as much as this fucking
Smugglers
glitch.
always like to use. Another victory.
Trying to be careful not shooting any goddamn civilians because that's not good. Fucking keep misclicking here with the paddles.
Hard to get better prices for
Talk to this lady. Bitch, come
Although
here.
Ron's passing is
View and modify.
certainly.
So I'm gonna go to the one that is 7 out of 7. Then I'll copy 6 out of 6 to 7 out of 7. So I'm gonna go into the shipbuilder, select all, deselect the core parts. Hover over one of them that I have selected or highlighted and delete them. There's my 100,000. Just gonna back out and accept. Now go to ship 6 out of 7. I hold down RB and X at the same time and I release them at the same time. So if I got the timing right, all I have to do is just move a ship part up. Then I back out. Look at that, ship 7 out of 7 is now magically this. And I still have ship 6 out of 7 as well. Huh, isn't that great? So like I said, I can keep doing this, and as you can tell by my money, it definitely works. It's probably one of the most useful if you're just looking for credits and stuff. Buy resources or whatever you need. But again, if you do not have the money to buy that many helium tanks, just start out with buying 2 helium tanks or something like that. Or hell, you could just buy a ship that's worth a pretty good amount, duplicate that ship, and do it that way. What I'm just doing is just upping the value of some rinky-dink shitty-ass ship to where I get 100,000 credits from it each time.
I have never liked Hope Tech ships.
But with that, I'm gonna sign off
Though
here.
I suppose that is
I don't even
hardly the
remember what I'm
point of
doing
them.
on this game right now. Oh yeah, nothing. I just completed the what was it? I got the Revenant. Yeah. Just completed that pirate storyline. But with that, I'm gonna sign off, guys.